Hi everyone, Arjita here. Welcome to another card video. Today I'm going to showcase the Floral Delight stamp set which I illustrated for Gina K Designs. And for that I've just placed this huge 6x6 stamp set on my Misty, and I'm going to stamp it with amalgam ink in a very light shade. So I'll be listing all the products I'll be using for this card. So this step is important because I want to do some Copic coloring, and I don't want to start my stamping with embossing or with the Versamark embossing line. So I want to color the entire background with Copic markers, and usually Copic marker tips get ruined if we touch it again and again on the embossing lines. So just to avoid that, this is a little trick. You stamp the image in some light colored ink, do your coloring, and then go back and heat emboss it with your choice of embossing powder. So this is what I'm going to do here. As it is, I love no line coloring. If it is Copic markers or pencils or watercolor, no line coloring is my favorite. So this stamp is pretty delicate. The leaves are very tiny and delicate, and you need to have a little more patience to color this in this no line style. So I'll be using 2-3 shades of greens, and for the flowers I decided to make them white, and I used a light Copic marker in gray to color the petals of the leaves so that it appears as if there are white flowers. So that is what I did throughout this card. And there was another thing which I wanted to achieve in this is there are a few open areas. There are very little open areas in this stamp, but still I wanted to cover them with a darker shade of gray. So that is what you're gonna see. For now I'll stop speaking. You can see how I color this, and once this is done I'll get back and explain what I meant by this, and we'll finish the card. So I use this light gray shade to color the flowers, and now I'm also going to use a very dark gray to color those negative areas, which will give this card a very new look. And this actually helps the flowers pop up even more. And I'm going to fill the centers of the flowers using a darker orange Copic marker, and then going to place this colored panel on my Misty where I have not moved my stamp. And now I'm going to use the Versamark watermark ink to do the heat embossing, and I'm going to stamp it a couple of times so that I have those perfect lines. And now I'm going to use the Gina K Designs golden embossing powder. This is the fine detail embossing powder, which is so beautiful and stunning. So I'm going to flick away the extra bits of embossing powder, if any, and then heat set it using my heat gun. So this looks so rich and elegant. You can use it to gift it to a couple, a wedding, on their wedding, and also you can recreate similar backgrounds for your scrapbook layouts. This is a very beautiful pattern indeed. So now I'm going to just trim this a bit because I didn't want to use any dye for this, as I've done a lot of hard work on this one. I'm just going to trim a little bit, a little excess, and just mat it on my card base. For the sentiment, I've used this sentiment die by Gina K Designs, which says hello, and I've used a golden mirror paper to do the die cutting. I'm going to place the negative on the card and with some wet adhesive stick the die cuts. So this gives me that perfect placement, and I don't have to use a ruler or a pencil to mark my lines. So this is it. This was not a very quick card, but it is beautiful. You can use any coloring medium of your choice to do the similar thing, and you can do the heat embossing, you can avoid the heat embossing. It's going to look beautiful whichever way you use. So I have a few videos lined up for you where I have used different techniques and this particular stamp set, and I'll be sharing them soon. So I hope you liked this card video, and if you did, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I will see you very soon. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Take care.